Hi there again. This is Dr. Mafi, a PhD in applied linguistics, or rather English language teaching. I've been teaching English for many years, and one of the problems I've noticed among my students is that this is a question that crosses everybody's mind, every student's mind actually, and how to sound like a native English speaker. They want to mimic or copy American, for example, Americans or British people, So these are some of the points I would like to, in fact, raise here in this video. And if you have any suggestions or questions, you know what to do. Let me know in the comments. But here, I'm going to start with the pronunciation. The first item. Pronunciation matters. I don't mean only pronunciation per se. I mean everything that goes with the territory of the pronunciation. For example, stress patterns, intonation, whether you are dealing with a rising intonation or falling intonation. You know that information questions are different from, for example, yes or no questions, or statements, in fact, do follow a special pattern when it comes to, or as far as intonation is concerned. Well, one of the things you can learn more about that in order to approach a dictionary and look up words for the pronunciation is that you need to know what the phonetics are. I mean phonemic symbols. So you can watch my other video about the phonemic symbols. Number two is spend as much time as you can with native English speakers, with American friends, British friends, Australian friends, Canadian friends, and so on and so forth. Well, and number three, pay attention with your ears. Pay close attention actually to the sounds, to the pronunciation of the words, and also the intonation patterns of sentences. And when you're watching movies, for example, or cartoons or animations, please pay close attention. In fact, in order to be able to learn what they say exactly. Number four, recognize different accents. We have different dialects and accents. British accent, American accent, Australian accent. Not to mention, we also have ESL kind of English, which is not the official language, but not the native language of some countries. I spoke about this in one of my other videos on my YouTube channel. Please refer to that, where I talked about different Englishes or world Englishes. By Englishes, I meant different varieties of English. Actually, you know that English is cannot be as a language cannot be counted, so it's an uncountable noun. Anyway, number five, mimic native speakers. Try to copy them. One of the techniques you can do is speech shadowing. Shadowing means that you try to copy, imitate what they say. For example, exactly. Sometimes it happens. In fact, immediately after what you hear, and sometimes you do that. In fact. Practice whatever sentences you hear or the words you hear, in fact, with a small or slight delay. Number six, watch your pace. By pace, I mean a speed. You need to be cognizant and wise of the kind of speed with which you speak. So, slow speech is not tolerated usually, and it's very much monotonous and boring. Try to be as fast as possible. And one of the techniques you can use for the fluency is the technique I usually ask my students or encourage my students to practice is that try to think of something and speak as fast as possible. Uh, don't worry about the accuracy, whether you have grammatical mistakes or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Just speak as fast as possible. So try to speak fast and fluently. Well, number seven, learn linguistic liaisons. By liaisons, I mean try to link one word to the other word because normally we don't speak like a robot and we do not sound like a robot. That would be computerized speech, right? We are human beings and we are dynamic creatures and we normally go up and down when we speak, right? And this is usually happening with spoken language. All right. So, like an apple is not pronounced as separately, like two words. We normally connect or link the final consonant of the previous word to the vowel of the initial vowel of the next word. So, an apple, not an apple, right? So this happens a lot. You have to be actually aware of this situation. So liaisons. And number eight, that I'm gonna speak about this, in fact, in three separate videos. And I strongly urge you to watch those other videos about contractions, the major common or contractions in English. That is actually to you need to use contractions. By contractions, I mean like I'm I am. Normally, we don't say I am in a spoken English, or she is. We don't say she is. We say she's a, for example, nurse, right? Or he's a pilot, for example. So we normally contract words, right? And there are common contractions in English, and I strongly, in fact, encourage you to learn and study about the major or common contractions in English, uh, about which I have three other video clips. So let me know what you think in the comments below.